Next up is Joshua Seeberg.
Anybody Seeberg? There he is.
Where were you on the Titanic?
And are you from Austin? Shall we assume you're from Austin?
No, I'm from Denver.
Denver in for a good time, aren't we?
Nice. I had a little diatribe about my last trip to Europe. Ladies and Germans, I recently returned from a trip to Europe, and even though Warsaw, a bunch of interesting things while we were there, traveling the continent isn't all it's crack out up to be. First things first, when booking your flight, carefully choose the city you decide to London, and if you have a stopover in the Middle East, don't get off the plane as it is not your final destination. Once you arrive, make sure you already have accommodations booked, otherwise you can roam around all day before you find a place to burrow in for the night. The jet lag makes you feel tired and sore, but you simply have to deal with this Spain. The first thing I want to do after a long overseas flight is down a beer as fast as I can. I swear you've never seen a glass go so fast. But I'd always argue that a quick beer is better than a slow vodka. Many Europeans are famous for their rudeness, so watch out for false friends. You might encounter a bunch of parasites. For example, I met a Nice guy who offered to help us out, but in the end he wasn't a big help at all. Budapest. I mean, anywhere you go, you'll encounter the hustle and bustles of a big city. But the people were so rude, they didn't watch where they're going. Someone slammed right into me, and I bruised my elbow. Europeans used to have such high standards, but they set the bar so low now. But money is another matter. With the exchange rate what it is, you're rich if you have that kind of money to burn. So be prepared to whip out the credit card or write a bunch of checks. My prognosis is that it will level out Venice time. One plus, however, is the topless beaches. With all the exposed Naples. Don't worry, there's also something for the ladies, namely the Manchesters. Overall, if you're planning a trip, I'll end up advising you against it. This is simply my advice to you so you don't Stockholm and say, "No way, I'm ever going back there again." I know Italy a long time before I go back there. That's all I have to say. See you later.
Joshua Seeberg from overseas. We got